Time now for Great Day Music. There are a bunch of great live shows coming to Connecticut, even this weekend.
Yeah, big weekend for music. Jim Bozzi's here. He's got all the details.
This weekend is loaded up, and it's going to be a happy weekend.
Happy Together. Is that Happy Together?
That's Happy Together down at the Toyota Oakdale Theater with a large group of different bands. You've got the Turtles that did Happy Together.
You're kidding.
Gary Puckett and the Union Gap.
I love Gary Puckett.
Lady Willpower, Young Girl, and Over You. And you've got Little Anthony, who rarely performs, so he's going to be there. The Cowsills, the Vogues, Classics 4.
Is that your friend Little Anthony who runs the Schubert?
No. That's Big Anthony.
That's Big Anthony.
But it's a great. We do this every year. It's a Happy Together tour. People love it. You know, you just relive the memories of the 60s and 70s.
That's unbelievable. What a great
show.
Cowsills,
the Cowsills.
Yes.
The Cowsills hair. Give me a head with hair, please. Please give me a head with hair. So that's this Saturday at the Toyota Oakdale. And then over at the Xfinity Theater, we've got Mr. Corona himself, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
With, by the way, his name was Calvin Broadus. He was born Calvin Broadus Jr. He's got an IQ of 147, and he plays amazing piano. The guy is way more talented than just a hip-hop artist.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
That's incredible.
He's really an amazing performer, and he's coming this Saturday with Wiz Khalifa. And that's going to be a really fun show.
Are there still tickets available?
Oh, yeah. There are tickets available. And I'm telling you, it's Snoop really always turns it out. It's a great show.
God, that is incredible.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the Saturday. And then we have this coming Monday, which
Santana?
this weekend's going to go quick. Santana down at the Hartford Healthcare Amphitheater in Bridgeport.
That is incredible.
It's an evening with Santana. Oh, you know, first time he's going to be at the Amp, so we're very excited. He's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Do you know that he was only paid, when he played Woodstock, $750?
You're kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Which
really?
today's like $5,000.
Exactly.
$5,000. But I mean, still $5,000 for Santana.
Ridiculous.
He's getting slightly more this time around.
Yeah.
But
that's good. I'm glad
sure.
I'm glad he's coming to his own.
And then we have some new shows going on, so which people like to hear about. We've got Lee Brice come to Mohegan Sun Arena out in Uncasville, and that's coming up October 21st. Those tickets go on sale tomorrow. Lee Brice was going to be a football player, and then he had an arm injury, and this has been kind of a thing this year. Like Sam Hunt was going to be a football player, Brad Young was going to be a baseball player. What happens is some of these guys, they turn to music, and luckily they're talented enough.
Exactly. Who knew that they were that talented?
Plus, he's an amazing songwriter. He's written a ton of songs for a lot of people. So Lee Brice, October 21st, Mohegan Sun.
Okay.
And then also at Mohegan Sun is a really kind of a fun weekend called Terrificon.
Terrificon.
It's all by comic books. So if you love, if you love the whole, it's a 3-day celebration of superheroes, comic books, sci-fi, fantasy, animation, TV, and movies. All of that stuff's going to be this weekend at Mohegan Sun Arena.
That's this weekend.
This weekend.
Wow, there's a lot going on.
Lot going on.
Lot going on.
And then we had some things that happened over the past. Mick Jagger turned 80.
Mick Jagger turned 80
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
And then
80 years old. Can you believe it?
80 years old, and he gets a lot of satisfaction.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, of course, we lost Tony Bennett last week.
Yeah, tell us your Tony Bennett stories.
Well, he's Oakdale royalty. I mean, he has played there for decades.
Okay.
You know, last time was with Lady Gaga, 2015. But I'll never forget, we had him.
Is it that long ago already? 2015.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
That is amazing. I thought it was like yesterday.
And they were very close, as he was with Katie Lang and Amy Winehouse. He did duet albums, but the guy was the nicest guy. But when he played the Toyota Oakdale once, I'm going to maybe 10, 20, maybe longer, maybe 15 years ago, he wanted to come out to the Dome, because that was the old Oakdale when it was in the round, where he performed many times in the 60s and 70s for weeks on end. And the audience left. We brought him out. He stood right in the center, and he sang, "I left my heart in San Francisco." And I'm standing there like, this is a moment.
This is a moment.
This is Tony. He just wanted to see the old theater, which is now our lobby, and just bring back memories for him. But the guy could not have. He did it
without an audience.
He just wanted, after the show was over, everybody left, and he said to our team, he goes, "Can I see what is now the lobby?" But it was the old Oakdale when it was in the round.
That's
incredible,
yeah.
So he walked. Everybody was gone. He walked up. He walked out. He looked around. Because, you know, he spent, if you look, we have a lot of history with Tony Bennett.
Yeah,
from the
absolutely.
60s and the 70s and the 80s. The guy never stopped performing. He was
So it's one of his, I guess, favorite places to
It was
be.
one, he was very good friends with Ben Siegel, who founded Oakdale Theater.
Okay.
So, yeah, and he goes way back. But
Look
it
at
was,
all these old
there's
ads.
some great ads from the days at the Oakdale. Look at that with Stan Getz.
Stan Getz,
I mean,
wow.
you know, that's him with Lady Gaga in 2015. There's the ad with Lady Gaga on June 29th of that year.
I cannot even believe Lady Gaga was at the Oakdale.
Was at the Oakdale. You know, Pink was at the Oakdale.
I didn't know that either.
And Dua Lipa and Britney Spears.
And the Jonas
Oh my
Brothers.
gosh.
And the Jonas Brothers. I mean, you know, we are a launch pad to quite a lot of...
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Big
I
stars.
don't know if you know Sinead O'Connor. I mean, another passing.
You know
very
what's
sad.
amazing about her? I was thought about, you know, when I heard about it, when you think about it, it was really one song, right, that
Right.
made her such a bona fide star.
Nothing
But when you think about it, it tells you how impactful that video was. Because
Right.
that video never left her face for 4 minutes.
I didn't
It's
realize
not like
that.
it segued to her walking up a stairs or in an apartment. You know how videos go, walking down the street.
Right.
It was her with shorn hair, big eyes, with an incredible voice,
Yeah.
singing the Prince song that he wrote.
Yep.
To all of us, and the camera never left her face.
Wow,
incredible.
yeah.
And that's all that video
So
was,
tragic.
but what an impact that song, that video, and of course her talent brought to the world.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
just they said a
unfortunate.
family was asking for privacy. We don't obviously at this time of taping don't know, but just I mean we know her son passed away by
Yeah.
suicide.
I didn't realize she had 4 children.
Yeah.
4
and the son
children,
passed away
56.
last January, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sad. You know, they say they go in threes. Tony Bennett, Sinead O'Connor. It's like, but it is somewhat of a thing. But no, it was sad to see her go because she was in our lifetime.
Well,
you
we'd
know,
love-
Tony Bennett and Sinead O'Connor.
We'd love the video. We'd love the camera to stay on you for 4 minutes, but we're out of time. So we have to digress.
Next time.
Next time. Thank
Next
you.
time.
Jim, nice
Thanks,
to see
Jim.
you.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Kara.
See you at dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, see you at dinner.